Good morning, everyone, and welcome into Local 4's 4 Things You Need to Know to start off your day. Today is Wednesday, October 29th. My name is Ian Mason. Let's go ahead and jump into some news because we've got a jam-packed morning ahead of us. Starting off with, in our continuing coverage of the government shutdown and its impact on SNAP benefits across the entire state of Nebraska are being paused starting this morning as a result of the government shutdown. This news coming from the state's Department of Health and Human Services. The USDA notified DHHS saying that federally funded SNAP benefits will be delayed if the shutdown continues into November. They say that anyone on SNAP can use any remaining benefits on their EBT cards. Health and Human Services says while issuing new benefits will be delayed, they remain ready to help those when the time comes. The CEO of the department sent us a statement saying in part, quote, DHHS has a plan to immediately begin working with the USDA to process payments and get benefits to recipients as soon as possible when the government shutdown ends. If you're struggling and need help, you can dial 211 on your phone to be connected to a statewide resource hotline. 25 states as well as the District of Columbia suing the Agriculture Department over this looming suspension. The USDA has said in the past that it has contingency funds that it can use during a shutdown. However, it now says it can't use those funds according to NBC. NBC asked the department for a comment. Spokesperson then blamed Senate Democrats for the shutdown. We'll be tracking this issue closely, and we will have some updates about some local resources having trouble as well, so stay with us for that. Now to an update on the ICE detention facility coming to McCook. Governor Jim Pillen confirming Tuesday that the facility will not be opening this week as initially planned. The news conference comes after U.S. Migration and Customs Enforcement inspectors had a final walkthrough, giving approval for the facility to open to house up to 300 detainees. The governor said the center has passed its final inspection ahead of a November opening. However, he says the opening is going to be imminent, no longer on November 1st, but as soon as they have a definitive date, they'll let everybody know. We'll keep you updated on that right here on Local 4 and on our Roku app. And a scary situation unfolding in Blair overnight. A man who authorities say shot at them escaped from the hospital and was on the loose for hours. Originally, law enforcement near Herman responded to a welfare check of a man suffering a mental health episode on Tuesday. When they arrived, law enforcement says the man was dressed in body armor and armed with an assault rifle. They had to deploy a tactical team while negotiators worked with him. He was taken into custody and transported to a local hospital. Then, around 8:30 Tuesday night, the city of Blair releasing a statement saying the suspect escaped the hospital, that the public was advised to remain alert and avoid approaching him. An update shortly before 1 this morning, authorities said they located the suspect in Washington County. There's no further concern to public safety. Right now, limited details available about the suspect, who again was suffering a mental health episode. Authorities say they will be providing updates in the coming days. But if you or someone you know who is suffering from mental health problems, you can dial 988 on your phone. And let's go ahead and get a check of the forecast now. Temperatures outside relatively chilly this morning with strong winds coming down from the north, which means it's going to be cold outside and it's going to feel cold outside. Temperatures maxing out in the low 50s for us today by about 3 p.m. That wind should be calming down as we go throughout the day, mainly clear skies throughout the region. Then tomorrow, maybe a couple clouds, a little bit of haze, but we're going to see temperatures in the 60s tomorrow. Very cold overnight, by the way, below freezing tonight, ending the harvest seasoning. So 60 tomorrow, then 34 as the low for Friday morning, then 52 on Friday, cooling down Saturday. We spring back Sunday, or fall back Sunday. But the nice thing is that we are going to see temperatures in the 60s come Sunday and Monday with minor clouds across the region. That will do it for me. Thank you so much for watching Local 4's 4 Things You Need to Know to start off your day. Again, my name is Ian Mason, and you can catch the latest news right back here as well as on our Roku app at 11:30, 5, 6, and 10. Have a great one.